This is the Yankees Postcast, your instant game reaction for the New York Yankees. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, today went as planned for the Yankees, and that certainly is a good thing. They beat the Braves, final score 4-2. A home run for Aaron Judge, 6 strong for Marcus Stroman. A ninth inning save from Devin Williams. Add it all up, and as we said, it's a 4-2 win for the Yankees. They take 2 of 3 from the Braves in Atlanta, and now the Bombers head north again to Toronto. First of 3 with the Blue Jays will be Monday night. Yanks trail Toronto by 3 full games for first place in the American League East. Hello, everybody. I'm Jay Berman. If you're a New Yorker, you might recognize my work. I've spent more than 2 decades in the biz, everything from TV to web to radio. Glad to have you on board. Do me a favor. Follow me on X as well, at Jay Berman, Jayberman. Welcome to the Locked On Yankees Postcast, both on the Locked On Yankees YouTube channel and the Locked On Yankees podcast feed. The Postcast gives you a place to chat after every single Yankee game. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every single day. Before we begin, today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can get $150 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Again, Yanks take 2 of 3 from the Braves. Let's do it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, so the performance from Marcus Stroman today, excellent. Could not have asked for more. He goes 6 strong and stifles the Braves' bats. Stroman allowed the home run to Matt Olson, which was nearly 460 feet to the roof of the chop house. Despite that, kudos to Stroman. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, no walks, 4 Ks through 95 pitches since returning from the IL on June 29th. So obviously less than a month ago. His ERA in 4 games started, 3. He's been good. 7 earned runs in 21 innings pitched. He's the first righty to complete 6 innings for the Yanks since June 22nd. That's been nearly a month. So again, excellent stuff from Marcus Stroman, who has started 4 games, went 5 innings the first 3, and went 6 today. So again, excellent stuff. Ian Hamilton and Tim Hill, they get the job done in their respective innings. Hamilton the 7th, Hill the 8th. They both retire the Braves without allowing a run. In fact, Ian Hamilton only needed 8 pitches. Tim Hill only needed 11 pitches. So 19 pitches combined in the 7th and 8th inning. And the Yanks, as we said, kept the Braves bats down. As for Devin Williams, he earned the save. He is now 14 of 15 in save opportunities. He did allow a long home run to Ronald Acuna Jr., which, of course, is no sin. That came in the 9th inning to dead center, a laser of a home run. Regardless, that was the only 2 runs the Yankees allowed. Stroman, the home run to Matt Olson, a bomb. Devin Williams, a home run to Ronald Acuna Jr., a bomb. But again, that was it. The Braves were kept off the base paths. Other than those 2 home runs, Braves had just 5 hits. And again, scoring in the 6th and the 9th inning. As for home runs, none bigger today than Aaron Judge's blast to the opposite field, his 36th, as he creeps up on Cal Raleigh for the major league lead. By the way, RBIs now for Judge, 82. More importantly for Judge, the home run, which was his 36th this season, the 351st of his career, which ties him for 6th on the all-time Yankee home run list with, you guessed it, ARod. They both had 351 career home runs as a Yankee. Obviously, in the coming days, hopefully in Toronto, we'll see Judge go to 352 and beyond, if possible, and pass ARod. Again, tie for 6th on the Yankees all-time home run list with 351. and 51. Judge scored twice. He's now hitting 352. It's our daily average check for Aaron Judge. Again, 352, on base 460, slugging 725. Add it all up, and you got yourselves an MVP. Yanks scored quickly in the first. Obviously, the Judge home run put them on top. But then later on, another run would score, giving the Yankees an important 2-0 lead. Now, they'd carry that lead all the way into the 6th inning. Yanks would score a run in the top of the 6th on a very strange occurrence. 6th inning, and this is where baseball is fun. 6th inning, 2 outs, bases loaded. Yorby Vivas at the dish, the 9-hitter, again, facing Grant Holmes, the righty, the starter for Atlanta, in the 6th inning. Do you pinch hit for Vivas? Not only, and Grant Holmes is a righty, so Vivas is a lefty hitter. Yanks had 3 lefties on the bench. And what does Boone do? It's almost like it was crying out for a pinch hitter. He leaves him in, and Vivas gets hit by a pitch on the knee, forces in a run, and that made it 3-0 at that point, and it obviously proved to be a huge run. Now, Matt Olson homers in the bottom of the 6th. Acuna homers in the bottom of the 9th. And again, those 2 insurance runs for the Yanks in the 6th and 7th innings, respectively, proved to be huge. Again, 3-2, 4-2, and the Yanks go on to win it. Stroman earns his 2nd win of the season. As we said, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, 4 Ks, no walks. And again, the save to Devin Williams, his 14th, despite the home run allowed to Ronald Acuna Jr. All right, Jason Dominguez is in a funk. He goes 0 for 5 tonight. 257 is his season average now. Cody Bellinger goes 0 for 5 as well. He's down to 280. Giancarlo Stanton had 3 hits today, and he's going to play more. There's no doubt about it because his bat is lethal. 3 hard hit balls, and he's now hitting 286. Now, of course, we understand that Giancarlo Stanton's not going to play every single day, despite the fact that he DHs and he could play every day. He's just not going to for multiple reasons. 1, he's an old man now, relatively speaking. And 2, the Yankees have plenty of options. But if he hits the ball 115 miles an hour and collects 3 hits, well, he's going to be in that lineup as the designated hitter for the New York Yankees. All right, as we said, Jazz had 2 hits. Paul Goldschmidt had a hit. Anthony Volpe had a hit. Believe it or not, despite the 2 home runs yesterday and Volpe's hit today, his average up to 216. And despite that, Anthony Volpe is the starter at shortstop until further notice. Obviously, yesterday made us not think about some of the faults and some of the warts, if you will, to Anthony Volpe's game. But again, let's be realistic. Yesterday was one day. Today he had a clean single, but that was it. Again, his average down to 216. Vivas did have a hit in this game. He was replaced later by Peraza for some defense. All right. Coming up next, we have a huge update on a prized Yankees prospect. And we now know exactly who's going to pitch against Toronto and when they're going to pitch against Toronto. We can pencil in Tuesday and Wednesday starters for the Yankees. We'll tell you who that is next. And obviously, we're looking at the schedule as well. All right, get the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades, Supply House. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is the reliable way to order products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts from 400-plus top brands, you'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Well, Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you'll always talk to a real person. And for trade pros looking for an extra edge, well, their free trade master program offers exclusive perks like a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking advantage, so it's your turn now. Join the Trademaster program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. Plus, use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. All right, up next, FanDuel. Summer sports are in full swing, and whether you're all about baseball under the lights, golf on the green, or high-stakes soccer action, FanDuel is the best way to make every game even more exciting. You're already following the action. Why not make it a little more thrilling? With FanDuel, you can get in on the game while your friends are getting sunburned at the beach. I've been using FanDuel to track my favorite matchups, and the app keeps it fresh with new daily promotions and fun ways to bet. It's easy to use, fast to pay out, and makes even regular season games feel like must-watch events. Whether I'm placing a same-game parlay or watching a bet ride into the ninth inning, FanDuel makes it feel like I'm part of the action. New to FanDuel? Well, new customers can bet just $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your first bet wins. Now, open the FanDuel app today. Visit FanDuel.com to get started. All right, we are back, and you know what time it is.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
All right, Aaron Judge hit a home run, and usually when Aaron Judge hits a home run and climbs up the Yankee all-time home run list, you figure the game ball is coming his way. Not today. Despite the fact that we love Judge's home run, Marcus Stroman gets the player of the game, gets the game ball, gets the attaboys. Terrific work by Stroman today. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned, no walks, 4 Ks through 95 pitches. And again, worthy of repeating, Stroman, since returning from the IL June 29th, has a 3 ERA, 7 earned runs, and 21 innings of work. That's 4 games started. He's the first Yankees righty to complete 6 innings since June 22nd. Amazing stuff. It's been nearly a month since the Yankees had a righty go 6 innings. So again, Stroman, 6 strong, 1 earned, just the home run to Matt Olson. Yes, it was a bomb, but you can't fault Stroman for throwing it over the plate when you've got a lead and you're on the road. Obviously, kudos to him. Stroman picks up his 2nd win. Devin Williams picks up his 14th save. Notes and quotes. Spencer Jones, one of the top prospects in the Yankees system, and for that matter, one of the top prospects in all of baseball. Get this. His last 16 games at AAA Scranton, he has 9 home runs. That includes 2 today for Scranton. Now, let's be fair about this. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. The Yankees don't need offense. They haven't all season long. Yes, there's been spurts where slumps were a main part of the rotation, if you will. But again, not saying he's not going to get called up. And if he does get called up, I'm not suggesting he won't play. But the Yanks don't need offense. So that might be why, 1, we haven't seen Spencer Jones already. And 2, where is he going to play? Where is he going to fit? And he's not coming up to play once or twice a week, especially raking at AAA. So it'll be very interesting to see. All right, now to the Blue Jays, who sweep the Giants 8-6, the finale today. So the Blue Jays remain 3 full games up on the Yankees, and wouldn't you know it, they start another series in Toronto tomorrow night. Now, we were certain of Monday night's pitching matchup. It was always going to be Carlos Rodon and Kevin Gausman. Problem is, we weren't sure about Tuesday and Wednesday for the Yanks. Now we are sure. Cam Schlittler and Max Scherzer on Tuesday, Max Fried and Chris Bassett on Wednesday. So again, the Yanks will go Rodon, Schlittler, and Fried. Of course, Fried and Schlittler were both supposed to start the opener Friday night out of the All-Star break. Fried with the blister, Schlittler with the biceps. None of that could happen. Now they get a chance, I guess, on regular rest, considering there was some injuries in there. Regardless, Rodon, Gausman on Monday, Schlittler, Scherzer on Tuesday, Fried, Bassett on Wednesday. Should be a fun series. Again, the Yanks trail by 3 games heading to Toronto. Thanks for making Locked On Yankees your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. You can find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. Also want to mention our partners in crime at Locked On Yankees, Stacey Gotsulias and Brian McKeon. They're the best. So follow, subscribe, and enjoy. Again, that's all the stuff at Locked On Yankees. 4-2 the final score. The Yanks beat the Braves, take 2 of 3 from Atlanta. The Bombers trail the Blue Jays by 3 full games in the American League East, with Tampa and Boston nipping at the Yankees' heels, despite the fact that both those teams are going in the wrong direction. Still tight. Still just a couple of games separating those 2 teams. So again, Yanks trail by 3, and they head to Toronto. Rodon, Schlittler, and Fried is your rotation setup. Again, 4-2 the final score. Of course, we'll be with you immediately following tomorrow night's game, Yanks and Blue Jays from Toronto. Again, 4-2 the final today. Have a great Sunday evening.